everybody, it's Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration, and we are here to bake our Amish bread, our Amish Friendship Bread that we've been working on for the last 10 days. The recipe that I put in yesterday's video, if you just watched the other video, I showed you how we made 4 starters. We have 4 bags of these to give to our friends, okay? If you skip that video, this is day 1 on their starter, so they start with day 2. Okay, so they don't do anything the day you give it to them, and then they start on the day 2. Now, what can you do with your starters? You can freeze them, give them to friends, you can throw them away. It's up to you. Doesn't matter. Just remember, you know, when you're doing sourdough, they're discarding every day, so, you know, if it's, don't worry about having to throw it away. It is what it is. Okay? So, hold on. I did clean my bowl, so hold on just a second. Okay, so anyway, I did clean my bowl. So, I have a cup of starter. All right, the recipe I did give you yesterday called for pudding. I don't have any pudding. I forgot to get some at the store. So, I got another recipe, the same thing. No pudding. It's gonna work, okay? So, anyway, and all my recipes I have been getting from friendshipbreadkitchen.com. Okay, so anyway, so here's what we do. We're just mixing it all together, all right? We've got a cup of our friendship spread starter. We're gonna put three cups or not 3 cups, but we're gonna put 3 eggs in here, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. There's Miss Lily, she's sick, so she probably shouldn't be in the kitchen because she's sick, but I'm gonna put my 3 eggs in there. While I'm doing this, we already preheated our oven to 325. So make sure you've got your oven preheated to 325, and you're gonna use 2 large loaf pans, okay? I only have 1 loaf pan, all right? But I have this pan right here that has 4 loaves on it. So I'm kind of guessing, could be dead wrong, that we'll see, because I know that's gonna rise a little bit. I mean, a regular loaf pan, I only have 1. So I'm kind of thinking that these, 2 of these, you know, like these 2 are the same as this size. So I'm thinking I could put it in this and bake it. We'll find out. We will definitely find out, okay? So that's what we're gonna bake ours in. All right, so back to the recipe. Okay, now we need a cup of oil. Let me get another measuring cup down here. Honey, you are sick. You should probably go in the other room. You can stay here. I'm just kidding. Okay, pour the cup of oil in there, please. All right. Next thing it calls for is a 1/2 cup of milk. Does it matter what kind of milk? I don't know. We drink. Yeah, we drink 2% here, so that's what we're putting in there. All right. So we'll put that in there. Okay. So now we need a 1/2 cup of sugar.
So guys, like, everyone on my volleyball team is sick.
Yeah, the whole team is sick. You know, they were all down there together at a tournament, you know, all up in each other's faces, and now all of them are sick. That I said a 1/2 cup of sugar, and it says a cup of sugar. My bad.
At least you put less.
Yeah.
One time, I put, was it a whole cup of salt and cookies?
Yeah. That was really nasty.
I had my sister taste it because
I was like, how do you mix up salt and sugar? I have no idea, but she did it. She did it. Okay, so now we got that. Now we need a 1/2 teaspoon of something. What was it?
1/2
teaspoon of vanilla.
Of vanilla.
Okay, so here's our 1/2 teaspoon.
Also, I picked out the pink ones.
Yeah, Lily didn't like my measuring spoons, so we had to buy new ones.
No, listen. So
One of them got stuck in the garbage disposal, so we were missing one. She didn't like them.
No, I like them.
Okay,
It's just
2
that
teaspoons of cinnamon. Go ahead.
we have liquid measuring cups, but we didn't have dry measuring cups.
Well, these are either or, but that's okay. What did I say it was? Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Okay. So it says 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
You could just do half a teaspoon. I mean tablespoon.
Yes, you're right, I could. But I don't think we have a half a tablespoon on here. But we got 2 teaspoons, or we got a teaspoon, so it doesn't matter.
I think we do. I was talking to my friend.
Half a tablespoon, you're right. You're right, we do. Okay. Now we need a 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So this is 1.5. You know, a lot of times I'll measure with my heart rather than measuring this out, but I'm trying to be exact. Okay, now 1/2 teaspoon of salt. It's got a lot of stuff in it. There is a lot of stuff in here.
Like what flavor are we doing for this?
It's gonna be cinnamony, kind of like a coffee cake. Which you like like the crumb cakes that we sometimes buy. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda.
Oh, like the Christmas tree?
No.
Oh. It's actually easier if you turn it the other way. Like,
It's almost empty.
look. Don't talk to me.
She's right, it is. She's right. She came in this way and got it all down here. And then was able to go in. Since it's almost gone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh well, whatever. It don't matter. Okay, baking soda. Now we need 2 cups of flour. All right. So here is our flour. And
I was about to say, if you throw the whole thing in there, I was gonna yell at you.
she's been taking, what are you taking at school?
I did take nutrition wellness, but I
She took
passed it.
nutrition wellness, and they did a lot of cooking in there. And so now our Lily is a professional cooker. All right, so now I need a non-metal stirring stick of some sort, and we're just gonna try and get this all mixed up real good right here.
Actually, the other day, my friend's mom texted Grandma and asked what was it, an almost dough or sourdough?
If we wanted a starter of a sourdough that she had some. I don't know if she'd been seeing our videos or what's been going on, but our sourdough's doing really, really, really well.
Can I show them?
If you guys are following along on that journey too, yesterday I made it really thick and it almost has doubled in size and is nice and
It stinks.
stinky, but it looks like it's nice and bubbly and things like that. So it's probably ready to cook with. I don't think I'm gonna cook with it today because we're cooking this.
Sorry guys,
But-
I'm in my PJs.
So,
That looks good.
okay, so we've got this all mixed up right here like this. It almost looks like banana bread, you know?
Mike's gonna be happy. We finally made some bread.
Yeah, my husband's going, when in the world are you guys gonna have any bread? Been seeing this stuff sitting here, but we're not getting any bread. Okay, so while we were, we were supposed to, and let me get my pan over here. Okay, now I used to sell Pampered Chef, so most of my stuff is stoned, but I'm still gonna do exactly what it says here, okay? So it says I need to grease these, so I'm gonna go ahead and grease these. And how I'm gonna grease them is I'm just gonna take some butter, because I don't do, you know what, actually, I'm gonna throw that on the ground. I'm just gonna use the tub of butter right here.
Guys,
I don't do this spray like Pam and things like that. I never have. Always thought of that as not being good for you. So here's how we're going to do it. We're just going to grease the bottom and the sides of this. Okay?
Funny story. When my dog, Penelope, was like a year old, or not even a year old, we were making cookies or something, and Penelope ate a whole stick of butter.
Yeah, we put the, you know, when you fix cookies and stuff, if you get your butter and things at room temperature, you know, they bake better. And they were on the counter, really close to the edge, and she's nosy butt. And
If you can't tell, she's actually right beside Grandma's legs right now.
yeah, she jumped up on the counter and ate a whole stick of butter.
She also loves to eat food. Not trying to discriminate or anything.
Like what, people food?
No, she's just like that.
Yeah, we don't give her, usually, we give her dog food. We don't give her people food.
What is like?
Just like Lily seems to always give her little snacky snacks, but
No.
you know, like a little bite or whatever. And occasionally I will too, but we try to refrain from giving her people food. Okay, so anyway, so now we were supposed to grease that, and then we're supposed to dust the pans with a mixture of cinnamon sugar. Okay, so I'm gonna grab us a little bowl here,
What are you doing, Penelope?
and I'm gonna grab us a little spoon right here, and we're gonna put some, you know, it's just your cinnamon sugar like you would put on your toast. So I'm just gonna put, it doesn't really say, you know, like it doesn't give you an amount or whatever. So it would be, like I said, it'd be just kind of like when you're making your cinnamon toast, you know, your topping for your toast. Okay, just, and you can, you know what, you could buy this already if you want to, already mixed up, okay? If you feel like that's too much cinnamon, add more sugar. If you feel like it's too much sugar, add more cinnamon. Okay, so now we're just gonna kind of dust.
This reminds me of like the cinnamon marshmallow things we made in nutrition class one time.
Okay, I'm just kind of dusting it along the bottom right there. And then I'm going to kind of go around the sides a little bit with as the best I can. Let's see, we need a little more here. I don't know, it's gonna just make the outside cinnamony, you know, of your bread. We'll take whatever we have left and put over the top of these, if we have any left, because the way I'm doing it. That's okay. You guys, this smells so good right now. The cinnamon sugar does. I'm a weirdo, I know.
Well, it does.
Okay, now I'm gonna tilt it down this way, and I'm gonna kind of get it on this edge here, and I'm getting it everywhere. It's all right. That's what vacuum cleaners and stuff are for, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put it back in here because we're gonna put it on top. So I'm gonna just scoop this excess. Hold that up here. Right here, and I'm just gonna scoop that little bit of excess right there. Go to that one. Because we're gonna be putting it on top anyway, okay? There we go. Now, we're gonna start pouring it in here. All right, I have a feeling I'm gonna make a major mess when I do this, but that's gonna be okay. Let's get a spatula so that we can get it all out here and use it all up. Okay, I'm hoping this pan is gonna be good. Like I said, I think this will be the equivalent of 2 big pans. I'm only gonna fill it about halfway because I'm not sure what it's gonna do. Guys, it has been so long since I've made this or seen it made that I'm not sure, you know, is it gonna rise a whole bunch? Is it not? So we're just gonna fill it about halfway, each one, about halfway, and then go from there, okay? So, And that seems to be about right, that these 4 little loaves here make 2 big loaves. You know, so it's gonna work out perfect, right?
Yeah. You got some on the side.
That's okay. All right, so I'm gonna sit that in the sink right there. I'm gonna kind of wipe that down in there like that, and then we're gonna, wipe that in, or sprinkle some on top. Okay? Now, it says to put it in the oven for an hour, but that's 2 big loaf things. So I'm gonna put it in there for like 40 minutes and check it and see what I think.
Should I sprinkle more?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Again, you know, whatever we don't use, we can just throw away. It's not. Here, just take this. Look. So anyway, I'm gonna check it at about 40 minutes, okay? And when we get them all done, we will see what they look like. I will post some pictures of them, and you know, might jump on so you can see what they look like when they're done. But anyway, there are multiple recipes to do with your starters. You could take all your starters from right there and bake with them tomorrow if you want to. I would just, you know, or give them away. You can pull it out of the freezer whenever you want and go from there. The purpose of doing all the things that we do when we start from the beginning is about the yeast and all that kind of stuff, and building up the amount of it. At this point, we could take that out and bake with it, I think. If I remember correctly, I can freeze those, thaw it out, and just bake with it because it's already ready. Does that make sense? Okay, so you guys have a great rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. Thank you.